time it is. It's Boba Day. Yo, Disney Plus, Boba Fett, John Favreau. I can see now where he going with it, and it's good and bad. It's like for hardcore, I want to see Boba Fett be a Boba Fett. You know what I'm saying? You kind of let down because you want them jetpacking everywhere, blasting, flamethrower, knee missiles, all that stuff. What we got is the remixed version of Boba Fett, because this is obviously not George Lucas's Boba Fett. This is John Favreau's and whoever else is writing Boba Fett. You know what I'm saying? He's still, he got the voice, he got the swag, but they're explaining he been through some things. He was a bounty hunter doing his thing. He got thrown in a Sarlacc pit, and he had a come to Jesus moment, basically. So he reformed. He like one of them dudes that get out the pen and they got religion. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's not jiving with a lot of people, or vibing with a lot of people. So I feel it though. I get it. It's like I get it. I get what they're doing, and yeah, I still want the action. I still want to see Agent May do her thing, and that's probably why she in the show in the first place. I'm sorry, Fennec Shan. I'm sorry, but she bae though. She bae. I talk about Colleen Wynn. I talk about old girl from Shang-Chi. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. His other sister, Annie's sister. No. Nah. She gonna be bae. She bae. She number one. She number one. Street Fighter. That's all I gotta say. Chun-Li. I've been watching her since I was a kid. Didn't even realize it. But no, back to Boba Fett. So it's like you want Boba Fett to be Boba Fett, and you're disappointed because you're thinking, I'm gonna get a whole episode of him cutting through stormtroopers like hot butter. And what you got, I got stuff stuck. I done did some bad DMT, and I'm a changed man. I'm gonna bring peace to my new empire. Nah. But so it's like they can only do so much. It's like you take in maybe, what was it, all together, was it when he first showed up in Empire, and he had like maybe five minutes in Empire, 5 minutes in Jedi. Like, he had a little more, about 15 minutes in Attack of the Clones. Well, his dad, and then he was there, but it's still essentially the same character. And then maybe 15-30 minutes in Attack of the Clones, and then you got a couple episodes in the Clone Wars, and in all the books in the comic books, but I'm talking about just actual screen time. So you have not even a whole movie worth of Boba Fett, George Lucas. So really, he's a blank slate. You can write him any way you really want to, as long as you can explain it. Why isn't he jetpacking around and being a badass? Oh, yeah, because he got his ass, he was in the Sarlacc pit. He had to come to Jesus moment. And now we have Minister Boba Fett. I mean, we have the Mandalorian, so we really don't need another good guy hero. We was looking for more of the anti-hero, but maybe they giving us Book of Boba Fett because Din Djarin's about to go off the rails and start showing his, the more vicious side of himself without, because he doesn't have his kid with him. He don't have the kid with him to keep him balanced. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the route they're gonna go, where Din Djarin was this noble, good, I don't want to do no harm to nobody, to turning out to be a ruthless, maybe even leaning more toward a dictator, because he doesn't have the kid. He doesn't have the kid to worry about anymore. And plus, on top of that, he's with the other Mandalorians, and he's about to be in a civil war, and he's more or less what you call it, impressionable. Like, he's still kind of a kid himself, because he was a foundling. He based his whole identity around the Mandalorian creed, and then he found out it was basically BS. So he himself is going to have a come to Jesus moment. It's like one of them Amish kids that's been on the farm their whole life, and then they find out it's electricity and airplanes and all that. So, I mean, I don't know. Did I like the episode? Episode 2 is what I'm talking about. Did I like it? Did you like it? I mean, honestly, it was entertaining. It's just slow. A lot of these, I know a lot of people are going to be upset, because just like with the Matrix Resurrections, people want action, and you're not getting that. Like, for me, when I heard there was going to be a Boba Fett show, I'm thinking it's going to be Twi'leks, the Jabba the Hutt dancers, going to be walking around with they boobies out. It's going to be Star Wars strip clubs and gangsters and smoking cigars and death sticks and all this other stuff. But it's Disney Plus. What do you expect? Okay. But did you like it though, bro? Did you like it? That's what we here for. How do you feel about it? Because I want to know how upset I should be. I mean, it's all art is subjective, and this is obviously art. They're not completely disrespecting the character to the point that it's not the character. You're still dancing around the subject, man. You're still dancing around the subject. It was like, did you like it? I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna have to watch it like 3 or 4 times. But off top is like, it's Star Wars. I'm a stand for Star Wars. I love me some Star Wars, so it's like, was I entertained? I mean, I was pretty much yawning through it, but I was still intrigued because of the Sand People and his relationship with them, and him being basically 7 samurai, even though there was no reason to be, because it's like, oh, you're doing a noble thing by stopping the man, essentially, helping the natives out, that they didn't ask for your help, because they was cool. But he came in with his, hey man, if you don't do something about this is just going to continue to be a problem, because I feel like I'm a part of this group now, and I don't tolerate people disrespecting me. So on that end, it's like, I understand, but I don't necessarily agree, because you coming in again swinging your manhood around, your ideals, your philosophy, and you're essentially changing these people that have been these people for however long they've existed. Just like, the natives in the rainforest, or American Native Americans, or any other group, marginalized Bedouins, any other marginalized small group that's stuck in the past, so to speak, and you're thinking you're doing them a solid by, I'm gonna bring you into the present, and I'm gonna help you and give you infrastructure and all this stuff that they didn't ask for. And then it is political, essentially. It's kind of political. I don't know. Or maybe I'm thinking too much about it. But then again, good media is supposed to make you think and feel, You're supposed to look at it from all, it's just supposed to make you think and feel. And a lot of people, they ain't gonna like it because Just like the Matrix, you don't want to think about nothing. You want to be told how to feel. You want to be told what to do. You want to be immersed in revels, explosions, gunfire, violence, sex. And again, it's like, if I was a teenager, I wouldn't like it. As an adult, it's like, it's intriguing. It's like, okay, where are you gonna go with this? Just like with Hawkeye. Hawkeye was a slow burn, and then it slowly built itself to a climax, and then the show was over. But they're probably just testing the waters, trying to see what floats, what doesn't float. And they didn't want to do it with the Mandalorian. You know, they're trying to experiment so they know what kind of media to flood the market in. Or, they just out of ideas and they just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. That could be it too. I don't know. But did you like it though? Man. I don't know, man. It's like, I wasn't particularly interested in it because I literally just seen this kind of sorta in that Netflix movie. What was that Netflix movie with Kang the Conqueror? Dang, what was that movie? The hard way, the hard something. About the Cowboys, the Western, when they, they robbed the train to get their dude out. I feel like I just seen this. I feel like I've seen this a lot. The Westerns where the bad dude, the old gunslinger is just tired and he just wants to settle down. So he's trying to build this, this community around him as kind of protection as well as, basically retirement. That's what it feels like. It feels like Boba Fett's trying to retire and they not letting him retire. You got the Hutts came through. I thought all the Hutts were dead. Somebody lied to me because they said all the Hutts were dead. Now they talking about, oh yeah, these two twins, they came to claim Jabba's, territory or whatever. And, now we got a quote unquote Mexican standoff, unquote. Like who's gonna murk who first. And then they go immediately into a flashback. So it's like they keep teasing you with the action because it's gonna pop off. Oh, you got Hutts? Oh, we got Hutts about to. Oh, okay. So they tease you with what, like, hey man, just stick around. It's about to get, you about to get your Boba Fett. But we slow burning this. We're gonna light the cigar, and when you get to about just before the middle of the cigar is when it's gonna hit you, and you're gonna start feeling good. So again, I have to just let Mr. Favreau and Mr. Dave do their thing, and just see what's up. I mean, I like the story. I like the story. Is it Boba Fett? Not really. Obviously, he's changed because he's been through some stuff, and they keep explaining that to you. It's like they're desperately trying to explain it to you. It's like, yeah, we know it's Boba Fett, but just hear us out. Just hear us out. We want to tell the story, but we couldn't do it in The Mandalorian, so we're gonna do it here. Type of thing. And we're trying to set it up for this to, because didn't George Lucas say something about he wanted like a gangster underworld Star Wars, like back just a little bit after Episode 3 had came out and ran its course, and they was like, yeah, we're gonna have a Star Wars underworld show or video game or MMO or something. So I mean, maybe this is them trying to do that, because they probably are, they've always wanted to see it or whatever, or they just trying to, or maybe it's filler, and they haven't gotten to, they don't have a lot of material, because at some point either Fennec Shand or Boba Fett has to go back and help out the Mandalorian with whatever he got going on, or they don't have to, but it's kind of implied. So they trying to, hey, he gonna start this thing, and then they just giving him a backstory. Maybe they gonna kill him off, and they're gonna give it to Phoenix Sham. Maybe it's one of them things you reach and you fall, and they're gonna kill him off like for good. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess if you press me and you held me against the wall by my scruff of my neck, and you're like, hey, man, should I watch it or not? I mean, I would probably say wait. I would probably say right now as it stands. I mean, if I was trying to pay for Disney Plus and I was struggling, I'd just wait till it all came out and then pay for Disney Plus and watched it. It's not one of those things where I have to watch it, episode to episode like Mandalorian. Like when Mandalorian dropped, I had to watch the Mandalorian episode to episode. This one is like I can wait till it come out. Like completely, and I can just watch it. I can just binge watch it. But yeah, that's my opinion. So, and then there's that's pretty much it. That's my opinion. It's like they progressed the story for maybe 5 minutes, and then they went to a flashback for the entirety of the rest of the episode. And I think the episodes are only like 30 minutes. So you got 5 minutes well, actually, I think it might be less than that because you have 4 minutes of a recap, and there's only one episode. Then 5, 6, 7 minutes of new present day stuff going on, and then the rest of the episode is a flashback, and then you got the credits, and the credits are always long for some reason. Well, I guess CGI and hands and all that stuff. I'm not a fucking theater guy. Damn, I was trying not to curse. I'm not a theater guy, so I'm not like double toasted where they get all technical with camera angles and acting experience and resumes and their little insights and how the industry works. I don't care about all that. What I care about is what I am consuming, and it's like what I'm consuming is like Boba Fett on DMT, come to Jesus moment. Now he's a good guy. Not even an anti-hero, a good guy. Like he's not even trying to murk nobody. So it's like you can tell that he really don't want to. Like he's just like, I don't want to do this. Man, look, just give me tribute. I don't want no problems. Why you pushing me to do this? But I mean, hey, we just coming off of Hawkeye. Hawkeye was kind of like, it was good. It made me really care about Clint Barton. Because you really watch Avengers and it's Black Widow and Hawkeye. They're the only two humans that haven't been altered. Everybody else is super powered, whether it's a suit or a serum. Or they're just a god. And then you have the two humans that somehow can keep up with these, essentially, their gods, whatever. And then you got, you just really don't care about the guy with the bow and arrow. The chick is cool because she's hot, but the bow and arrow guy is like, he's just kind of boring. But they somehow make you care about him and his struggles just keeping up with these people. So these beings, So in Boba Fett, they're making you care about Boba Fett. Especially people that don't really care for violence. They're trying to find that medium. It feels like they're trying to find that medium point. You got the people that love the old Boba Fett, the old alpha male Boba Fett, and then you got the people that's really gonna start digging this, I guess. Can you even call him beta? He's not a beta. He ain't bow to nobody, but I mean, people are into this alpha beta thing, so I mean, he's in between, I guess. Sigma, I don't know. I'm just spitting out names I've heard while listening to podcasts and playing Final Fantasy 14. So I don't know. It's like people won't blow him up. What is she saying? Demolition Man, shoot him up. Bad guy, shoot the bad guy up with a He-Man smile, with a cigar in your mouth smile or something, and what you're getting is really just leave me alone. Which I understand. That's how I feel most of the time. Just leave me alone. Just give me my money and leave me alone. Don't bother me. Didn't I ask you to give me my money? Why don't you give me my money? What is the problem? What don't you understand? See, you making me do this. I don't want to do this, but you making me do this. It's Disney Plus. What do you expect? If it was just straight Lucasfilm, and know what they probably gonna need to do? They really gonna have to take Disney Plus and make another adult branch of the Mouse House, because this like violence, non-violence, thing, where you hint at violence and you doesn't really translate well with certain subject matter. You can't tell me kicking a girl off a roof, no matter if she's caught or whatever, is gonna, not result in some sort of fucking serious, damn, I did it again, some sort of like serious damage, whether psychologically or physically. So I mean, I get it. You trying to sell toys. I get it. You want to make everything. You want to be a family brand, but you can't have. And there's certain characters in Marvel that you can't water down. I mean, they tried it with Ghost Rider and it didn't translate well. When it translated well, when it was on ABC, Agents of Shield. That's when it translated well. You can't. There's certain Wolverine. It's just like you can't water certain characters down. You just can't do it. If anything, they need to make another branch or another service, and just say, hey, this is adult, rated R. This is rated R, like PG, a little bit above PG-13. Like all these, like I don't know how they're gonna do all this comic book stuff and not be try to, what do you call it, and be authentic. Even with Star Wars, it's like, yeah, Star Wars is family stuff, but when you start getting to bounty hunting and gangsters, and it's just like bounty hunting and gangsters, for it to translate well, I mean, you either need that 13 plus like right before R, or you need just a straight R. You just need the straight R. You just need to put it on, like Disney Plus. You have your cartoons, then you have your teen, and then you just have adults. Password protected. Do what you gotta do. I mean, where's the personal responsibility? Where's the personal responsibility? I should be able to govern my household without someone telling me how to govern my household. If I want my kid to be exposed to certain things, that should be a parental call. And then when the kid gets dinged in public, whether he fought somebody or stole something or damaged public property, the parent should be made to pay the fine. And there should be a trickle down effect. Your kid goes and he decides to drive a car through a school or whatever because he's upset. Okay, you arrest the kid, the parents come down to bail him out, you put the parents in jail, or you double the fine. Like, everybody goes to jail or stays in jail in juvie until this fine is paid off. Something along them lines, But all this, oh yeah, we gonna make everybody, like, nobody has any personal accountability. Big Brother is gonna watch you and govern you and tell you how to think and tell you how to live, tell you who to marry, tell you how to interact with each other. It's like, nah, I mean, freedom, people, free thinking, free thinking, free will. It used to be a thing. The 80s were great, and most of us turned out fine. It's these younger people that are doing messed up stuff. But I'm just a guy, and I'm just a guy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's my take. Not that anybody cares. Don't have no followers. So I don't care. But this is probably better than talking to myself. It makes more sense.